He's worked his butt off. He got here in January, didn't know our scheme, didn't know what we expected, his expectations, and he's just continued to grow and buy into what we're asking him to do and continue to work every single day. So it's a testament to who he is as a person and the amount of just humility that he has to get better each and every day and understand there's a certain way that we want to do things here and that he's buying into that every single day, and his technique and his discipline and all that stuff has gotten better, and I'm just excited to see him have success on the field.
I mean, sometimes you don't exactly know when you get a JUCO guy what level they're going to come out to compete right away. I mean, I remember hearing his name from day one in the spring game, but I mean, you guys had some veteran guys who started a lot of games here at corner. I mean, has he come in and at least at this point exceeded expectations or played more than you guys thought he would? Or
yeah, I mean, you don't never know when you get anybody as a JC guy, transfer, freshman, so you don't know exactly what you got. I mean, you do as much homework as you can. I knew he loved football. I knew he was an intelligent football player, and that is what is starting to show. Now that he knows our defense, he's able to use some of the things that we talk about in the game plan and use it to his advantage. And I think that's where you're starting to see some acceleration. Is he's a smart football player, and he not only is his technique getting better, but he's also starting to use some of his knowledge of the opponent and our scheme because he knows it better.
And one more on him. I mean, just we see his family having so much fun in the stands and stuff, and his dad bringing the snake. I mean, how much is Amarium just embracing this and like wanting to take advantage of this opportunity, coming from a JUCO and getting a chance to be a D1 player and have his family get a chance to experience this with him? I mean, did you kind of get that he understands how special this is?
Yeah, I mean, he's got a lot of guys in his family that have been successful, so he's kind of been through this a couple times. He had a couple of cousins at the Oregon State and a kid at USC, and they're all in the NFL now. And so I think this is the expectation. I think he expects to be great. I think going on early, again, being able to play at this level and not playing football very long, he didn't know what to expect. But as he's starting to grow, he's like, this is what we do. This is what our family does, and I can be just as good as those guys. So I think he is enjoying it, but I think he's starting to build that confidence. Like, no, this is what I'm supposed to be doing, and this is where I'm supposed to be doing that. And so again, I'm starting to see that confidence come out in him, and not just, oh, I want to be good. It's like, no, I can be good, and I can guard anybody. So that's been fun for me to see.
When you look back at the film and you see Wyoming's quarterback patting the ball, dancing, what does that mean for you? I mean, obviously you guys are doing your job in coverage last week with Mass.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot that goes into it. Coach D does a great job each and every week. Coach Avalos does a good job every week. The front is doing a good job of getting to the quarterback and getting in his face. Even if you don't see pressure, there's somebody that might be flashing into a window where he missed a read because he couldn't see. And so there's a lot that goes into that. And then our guys are making sure that their eyes are good, especially early in the down. And then late in the down, we did a good job of plastering those receivers. So as he starts to move around, we're still working. And then, again, there's a lot that goes into one play, and we got to cover these guys, and then if the quarterback starts moving, we got to continue to cover them. And there's times this year where we didn't do that. I mean, one sticks out against UCF on the 2nd and long that we gave up a huge play that the guy stepped out of bounds, came back in, caught it because we just relaxed, and we looked at the quarterback. And so those things are being eliminated as the season goes on, and so we just can't forget those lessons that we've learned throughout the year, and all of it matters. You don't know what's going to show up in the game, and so all those little details about every single play that we played, it might come back, and we got to make sure that we're ready to go and be locked into that moment.
Jonah Domus is probably going to break Kyle Brodsman's career record this weekend for field goals. I mean, I know you've been working with him some as a special teams guy. What have you learned about Jonah over the last couple of years?
Just he's resilient. He's a hard worker. He's got a great mindset. He's super competitive. Like working with him in the summer, like I put push-ups on it and make something ridiculous where you got to hit like the littlest spot in between the field goal. Not just make it, but you got to hit this spot, and he would hit it. So I do a lot of push-ups for him, and so he's just that competitive guy where if you put a challenge in front of him, he's going to go get it. And so it's been fun to watch him. He's super competitive. He's hard on himself. And we got a good team around him that does a good job of making sure that his mindset is right and that he's ready to go out there and execute at any situation.
So you guys bet push-ups if he hit the spot you had to do them. If you missed it, he had to do them?
Yes, yeah. And I did a lot of push-ups this summer.
You look so jacked.